Hello, and welcome back to Planning for Beginners in 10 minutes at a time or less. I am Karen Nichols. I am on a lifetime journey to tranquility, and I would love you to come along with me to learn how we can corral a little bit of the chaos and find a little bit of margin for a little bit of peace in our busy, busy lives. And I decided not to use the iPad today. I thought it would be simpler, but I'm on the wrong page in my notebook, and I apologize. I'm learning. I'm learning just like y'all are. Okay. Anyway, we're going to talk about scheduling it. You have decluttered your mind. You've put the list down. You have added due dates to your list. You have looked to see what's the highest priority. You have your top three, your easy three, and your next three in your brain, if not actually written down. And you have taken those large projects and you have broken them down into doable tasks. You've put them in a size that is not completely overwhelming. If one of those tasks in your project is still overwhelming, you didn't break it down far enough. So if you get to a step in your project and you get stuck, then you need to take a deep breath, go get something to drink, do a mini brain dump, and then you see what it would take to break that step down into more tasks. Okay, look at your things that you gathered up and brought with you. Anything that has a due date, add to your monthly calendar. I know I've got the 100-mile yard sale the first weekend in October. So I want to have all of my things gathered up and together. Any signs I have to make, anything that I need to do, I want it done the weekend before. So I'm going to put inventory, yard sale, tools on my monthly calendar. Now, I want you to pause the video and I want you to put anything with a due date on your monthly calendar. And if it's due on the 5th of October and you want to have some margin in there to be able to review and make sure that everything's okay, put down September 30th as your due date. Do not put everything to the last minute. Okay, do you know what your most important projects are? If you're having a hard time figuring out what that might be, let me give you a hint. Look at your monthly calendar and check the due dates. The thing that's due earliest in the month should probably be on your top three list. If you need to go back and pause the video and think about that and work on your top three, do that. Then look at your declutter your brain list again. Did some of your higher priority things on there, are they easy to accomplish? Are they quick to get done? Add those on your easy three list. For all my easy three, I put to show up for my Sunday planning meeting and to complete my homework for these videos. Those are on my easy three list. Once you get your easy three, you're going to look at that brain dump again and Then you're going to write down your next 3 items. I need, well, I had homework there, but it was actually to gather these items so I would have them to bring when we did our videos. See, make sure I have my items for videos 4, 5, and 6. I've got my, need to buy more scrapbook tape because sometimes I like to use washi tape to decorate my things. Yes, it takes a little extra time, but it's also relaxing to me. That's a form of self-care to decorate in my books and on my calendars. And I've got down here on next 3 signage for the yard sale. Actually, that could be an easy 3 one. I just have to get in the bag and see which signs didn't make it through the last yard sale to see which ones I need to rework or reprint. So that could probably go on my easy 3 next week. As you finish items on your list, check them off. Like here, I've recorded video 3. I've recorded video 4. And I still have to do number 5 and number 6. So, see, I've got things on my list that's been done. I plan with Teresa on Sundays at 4. I put a check mark there, but it'll go right back on here again for next week. Plan with Teresa. On review my week, I just went ahead and put the 4 dates out here. I review at the end of my week how my week went, and I evaluate what I could have done better or what I left out. These 3 lists are your to-do list for tomorrow. Be aware of your due dates. Check off items as you finish them. Each evening before you go to bed, or if you're that morning person, you can do them in the morning before you go to work. You need to look at your declutter your brain list, and you will make a new top 3, easy 3, and next 3 list for the next day. This will be a daily thing, and see, as you cross things off, then things get moved over, and eventually all of these get checked off of the list. Always, when you start your new list for the next week, look back at this list to see if there's anything that you did not finish doing that you needed to do. Like, I got all my scripts typed, so I don't need to type anymore. But I still need to record 5 and 6. 3 is recorded. These are typed, so I can change that to record 5 and 6. I need the 100-mile yard sales done. I need to print a graphic that I want to put in the front of my book here just to decorate it for me. But you can see my brain dump list, the ones with due dates, and my top 3, easy 3, next 3 list, all on one page where I can see it. I can add in a strip here for the next day's list, or as I would do here, as I would finish something, I would check it off, and then I would just write on the next line what needed to be done until the page got filled up. You're saying, well, what about all these things over here that are not on one of these 3 lists? Well, that's what tomorrow is for, and the next day is for. As you finish these up, you move something else over here. And throughout the day, when things pop in your mind, you write it down to clear out your brain so that you can concentrate on the project that you're working on, and then things will continue to just flow over to this list. Because you have decluttered your mind and you're writing on items on your list as they pop up, nothing gets left behind. There's nothing to fall through the cracks. It's all written down, and you'll check back in this notebook throughout the day to see what's the next thing I need to work on as you finish something up. It's all in the corral waiting its turn. And since you're making a new list daily, your mind is clear to complete the project at hand. Your homework is to gather up all the items that we've used in these videos. I want you to get your monthly calendar, your bag of appointment cards for the rest of the year, your 3-part to-do list, and your project breakdown. And I want you to bring it next week. And my project breakdown is right here on the opposite page from my Declutter Your Mind and my top 3 lists. So I've got it all in one place. That's why I like to use a journal or a notebook to declutter. I look forward to seeing you next week, and go relax for a few minutes before you jump back in to the business of your evening.